St. Paul's gets it as the ref calls something again. Did you catch it? Probably a legal throw-in.
Yeah.
St. Paul's is going to throw it in. He throws it in. Philippe. And that's going to be out of bounds. Friend's going to try throwing it in. Throws it in. As Wes gets it, and then Philippe gets it, passes it back. Then Friends stops it, and that is out of bounds. As it's going to be a St. Paul's throw-in. What have you been thinking, James, or do you think is going to happen this game?
It's hard to say. The way Friends has been backing St. Paul's into a corner, it's a good strategy.
That's going to be out of bounds on St. Paul's, and Friends is going to throw it in. Fakes the throw in, fakes the throw in, fakes the throw in again and again. As Tyler defends it, gets it. Wes gets it. Dylan trips, but then gets it back, and then Philippe gets it. Wes gets it, kicks it up, and Dylan's going to kick it up perfectly to Grayson Reed, as that's going to be saved by the Friends goalkeeper. As that's a good shot. Just saved. Friends. St. Paul's actually gets it. St. Paul's driving up, almost a lead kick. Tyler tries getting it, but stopped. Friends driving up the field. And, nasty juke. Friends is going to keep driving up the field. Wow. What a placement, as the Friends guy just couldn't get there. That would have been a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. As Friends gets it, driving, as St. Paul's tries getting it, as they do, and that's upfield. Dylan kicks it. Friends gets it. Tyler blocks it. Gets past him. Friends stops. Keeps going. It's going to be a kick up. Straight to number 40 on Friends. Number 40 going. Trying to droop. And he passes it. And St. Paul's is going to get it. Well, West is going to get it. Perfect pass to Tyler. Tyler's going to pass it up. Will somebody get it? Ooh, nasty juke. But St. Paul's gets it back. Passes it. West barely, it ricochets off his foot and gets into the Friends. And gets into Friends. Oh, what a placement on that ball. It's a shot, and he misses. What have you been thinking so far, James? Definitely a lot of action.
Yeah. This looks like it's going to turn out to be a great game.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to win this one? I think it is going to be St. Paul's Crusaders.
Well, yeah, both teams have made a couple shots. Friends is definitely the more aggressive side.
Yeah, definitely. I think Friends have had the ball more, but I think St. Paul's is going to pull off a goal. St. Paul's, Dylan kicks it up to Wes. Wes going to get it. As Wes going up, gets it to Tyler, dumps it off to Tyler. As Tyler is driving, kicks it up, perfectly placed. As St. Paul is going to go. As it's a corner for St. Paul's. Definitely a great placement, right, James?
Yeah, that was a really nice push.
Yes, definitely. As it's going to be a corner for St. Paul's. Wes from St. Paul's is going to take it. Wes takes it, just dumps it off, dumps it back to Wes. Tyler gets it, He's going to go. Going through. Shot. Saved by a defender and Friends. West going to get it. What can West do with it? Jukes a man. And that's going to be a corner for St. Paul's. What have you been thinking so far, James?
Well, I think that Friends is going to need to push St. Paul's out of that corner. Otherwise, with that proximity to the goal, they might get a goal soon.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that. And let's see what we're going to do. Oh, St. Paul's gets it. Friends gets it back. Kicks it upfield. Friends still driving. But St. Paul's is going to get it back. Grayson Reed misses it. Is it going to stay in bounds? No, it is not. And that is going to be a goal kick for Friends. What have you been thinking so far, James?
That goalie on Friends' side has really pulled off some great saves. Both goalies, actually.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that. As it's going to be a throw-in for St. Paul's, and they get it. Driving. Friends going to get it back. Yes. And Friends just trying to drive upfield and get it out of their own territory. As he kicks it up to number 35. St. Paul's gets it back. Perfectly placed. And St. Paul's driving upfield. Weston Davis is. And then Tyler. And then Friends goalie gets it back. He's going to kick it up straight to St. Paul's defender. As Tyler gets it. And then Friends get it. That's going to be out of bounds, a throw-in for St. Paul's. What have you been thinking so far, James?
I think that both teams are really great. And both teams, offense and defense, are doing their jobs.
Yeah, definitely. And St. Paul's is going to drive upfield. Wes, fighting for it, gets it, shoots. Oh, and it barely misses. James, what did you think of that shot?
Yeah, I thought for a second it'd get in, but it looked like it went out.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was going to go in. I thought it went through the middle, but then I saw it pop out behind it. Grayson Reed is going to get it. And then Friends gets it back. Grayson Reed trying to get it. And that's going to be kicked up by Friends. Kick to West at St. Paul's. And Tyler's going to get it. And St. Paul's perfectly placed. Will he shoot? No. Friends gets it. As that's going to be passed to Friends. Friends driving upfield. Oh, that is perfectly placed for St. Paul's. Oh, my goodness. What a save by St. Paul's goalkeeper. What did you think of that, James?
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, definitely. As Philippe gets it. And St. Paul's is going to keep driving. And St. Paul's kicks it up. And that's going to be stopped by Friends' defender. Philippe gets it. Passes up to Wes. Then Tyler. Oh, my goodness. What a save. What did you think of that?
Yeah, that Friends goalkeeper is really something.
Yeah, definitely. What a save. Wow. That was an amazing save. Friends going to drive upfield. Friends going to keep going. Passes it back to Friends. And St. Paul's going to get the ball. And Philippe going up field. And Philippe surrounded by two defenders, but gets past them. And then St. Paul is going to drive up. It's going to be an offsides call. Wow. That could have been good, but there's an offsides guy. That is sad for St. Paul's. What did you think about that?
Yeah. There's been some aggressive moves this game. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. As Fred's going to get a free kick and kick it up. I'm hungry. And Fred's going to get it. No, St. Paul's gets it back. And I think that's going to be out on Friends. And Friends gets it back anyways. Oh, but then Tyler comes up with it. And then Friends gets it again. As St. Paul is trying to get him down. As West gets it. Loses the ball, gets it back. Tyler has the ball. Kicks it up. Perfectly placed. Is that going to be out of bounds? Yes, that is going to be out of bounds. Here we go. Fred's throwing. What have you been thinking so far, James?
I think that West player's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think Tyler and Wes are really good right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And let's see what they can do. As he passes it in straight to Tyler. Tyler gonna get it perfectly placed to Wes, the two guys we just talked about. Oh my God! Perfectly placed ball. He gets to it. What did that? An offsides call, or is that out of bounds? Do you know, James?
Yeah, I think that might have been out. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that was too because the goalkeeper got a goal kick. Grayson Reed gonna stop him, but Friends gets it back and then kicks it. But then St. Paul's gonna get it back. Then Grayson gets it, destroys a defender. West gets it. Then Tyler gets it. Then he passes it. And that's going to be stolen by Friends. St. Paul's gets it back. Friends gets it back. And Fred's going to kick it up. Wow. That's just a 1v1. Can the goalkeeper stop him? The goalkeeper's getting ready. Can he be stopped? And that's going to be a goal for Friends. What a shot.
Yeah, that was really nice. Friends just ran right up the field there.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what St. Paul's can do to recover from that.
Yeah. That was a really nice push right there.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what St. Paul's does now after that goal by Friends. Tyler gets it, kicks it up to Friends. Friends gets it. West gets it from St. Paul. West passes it to Tyler. Tyler passes it to West again. And that's going to be out of bounds. Tyler passes it in to West. Tyler's going to pass it. West is going to pass it back to Tyler. Then Grayson is going to pass it back to West. West passes it back to Tyler. Those three guys. As that's going to be resulted in a Friends ball. Perfectly placed number 28 on Friends who scored the goal. And St. Paul's going to get it back. Grayson Reed trying to beat his man. A nutmeg by Grayson Reed. But then he loses it. And that is going to be into 28 on Friends. Friends going. Tyler gets it. Tyler driving upfield, passes it in the middle. Is West going to get there? As that's not. And what is that going to be? That is going to be a corner. What have you been thinking so far, James?
Well, I think that after Friends scored a goal, I think St. Paul's is going to have to up their game.
Yeah, definitely. They are definitely going to have to up their game. Let's see what happens on this corner by Tyler. And we're waiting, and he's going to kick it. Kicks it. Weston. He jumps, and a Friends guy kicks it in himself. Not even a St. Paul's guy.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad own goal. Could have happened to anybody.
Yeah, definitely. That was amazing. Not even St. Paul's. As Friends defender jumps up and tries saving it, and it happens to go in the goal. Friends kicks it back. Friends going down the middle. Tyler trying to get it. West gets it, passes it to Tyler. Then Friends gets it back, and then St. Paul's gets it back. Then Friends gets it back. And then St. Paul's gets it, St. Paul's passes it back to Grayson Reed. Nutmeg again to Weston Davis. As St. Paul's driving, it's going to be Friends' ball. And St. Paul's going to get it back. And Friends gets it in the middle of the field. And they're going to just keep driving up. Driving. And St. Paul's gets it back. St. Paul's. Friends gets it back. Places it back to Friends. Number 10 on Friends. Trying to get past St. Paul's defense. And St. Paul's gets it. He's going to try driving upfield. Kicks it up to Tyler. But Friends gets it. And then stolen by St. Paul's. And then St. Paul's gets it back. St. Paul's gets it. Oh, wow. By Reed. Oh, my goodness. As that's going to be a throw-in for St. Paul. No, for St. Paul's. And Tyler passes it in to Wes. And that's going to be out of bounds again. Tyler going to throw it in. Tyler passes it in. Aims for Wes. And then goes to Friends. But then St. Paul's gets it back. Marcus trying to get it before Friends does. But St. Paul's is going to get it back anyways. As that's going to be out of bounds. What have you been thinking so far, James?
It's been a real back and forth. Let's see if St. Paul's can break this tie before the end of the half.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what can happen. Oh, my God. Placed perfectly again. Friends going to get it. St. Paul's right on him, though. He's going to try juking 2 defenders out. Is he going to? Now 1 defender. Grayson Reed trying to help. That's going to be out of bounds on St. Paul's. What have you been thinking, James?
That was a real duel there down the field between Friends, number 28, and Gabriel.
Yeah, definitely. As Friends going to get a throw-in. Waiting for the throw-in. No, it's actually a kick. It's going to be a kick. As it goes past the goal. And St. Paul's trying to locate the Friends offense, as St. Paul's does. And gets it. And then Friends gets it back. Friends. Looking. Driving. Drops back. Goes back. Keep going. St. Paul's gets it back. Wes. Wes passes it up. It's St. Paul gets it. Friends gets it. Friends looking. As that's going to be out of bounds on Friends, and that's going to be a St. Paul stone. What have you been thinking so far, James?
The two teams are dueling right now. They're pretty even, I think.
Yeah, definitely. As Tyler gets it. Can St. Paul's get it back? Tyler does. Will he shoot? He does, and it's saved. What did you think of that shot, James?
That Friends goalkeeper is really great. He's making a lot of good saves.
Yeah, definitely. As Friends drops it back, St. Paul's gonna kick it off Gabriel, and he's gonna go. Friends driving, going up, and it's a duel again for Gabriel, and St. Paul's is going to get it, and that's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for St. Paul's. What have you been thinking, James?
Well, as the half is about 1 minute away from coming to an end, let's see if one of the teams can get a last-minute goal here.
Yeah. Let's see. St. Paul's for a kick. Kicks it. Friends gets it. Tyler gets it for St. Paul's. And Tyler passes it up to Wes. Will Wes go for one more? Oh my God, perfectly placed ball. As a goalkeeper is going to come out, and that's going to be out of bounds on Friends. What have you been thinking, James?
So, it's been a really good game so far.
Yeah, definitely has. St. Paul's going to get it, trying to drive up field, and they're trying. He's going to save it from going out of bounds. And St. Paul's, with 5 seconds left, they're going to need to take a last hope shot. And that is the half. That was a pretty good half.
Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope the second
we're gonna take a break from this, as we'll be right back for this game. back for the second half for St. Paul's, and we're going to start to get it going. And it's going to be Friends ball here in the second half to start it. What do you think has been happening so far, CJ?
I mean, I kind of did just get here, so I haven't seen that much. But considering the score is 1-1, probably a pretty close game, probably been going back-to-back, kicking the ball. I feel like it's going to be a pretty good second half. I feel like we're going to get at least maybe 2 more scores, and Friends might get 1 more. That's my estimate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I totally agree. As Friends is going to get the ball in the second half. Let's see what they're going to do. Friends getting ready to kick it off. It's windy out here.
Very
today.
windy.
Yeah. Friends kicks it off. St. Paul's gets it. St. Paul's driving up. St. Paul's. West tries duking it. Passes it to Tyler. Kicks it up perfectly to Dylan. Will he get it in the goal? Perfectly passed to West, and it's over the goal. It is over the goal by an inch. What did you think of that, CJ?
Beautiful play, except for the ending. I mean, got to keep the balls down. Got to keep the ball down. Got to keep kicks down. Got to make them easy goals.
As a Friends guy just totally misses it. That was kind of funny. What did you think of that horrible miss?
I mean, I don't even know where bro was looking. Bro was just kicking the ball wherever he wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's going to be a goal kick for Friends. Friends looking for an open man as he kicks it to Friends, and Philippe is no. They're gonna throw it in to Tyler. Kicks it, ricochets off a Friends defender, and Tyler gets it. Kicks it up, driving. Will he get the shot off? Wes just trying to get past that one Friends defender. Passes it to Tyler. It's gonna be shot and bounced off a Friends defender, but it is way high. And St. Paul's is going to get it back. Then Friends going to get it back, and that's going to be out of bounds. A throw-in for St. Paul's. Gabriel throws it in. St. Paul's gets it. That's going to be out of bounds for a Friends throw-in. What have you been thinking so far, CJ?
Those are some beautiful plays. The Friends player that's able to just stick his leg out, just deflect that. It's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool play, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And Grayson Reed is going to kick it, and that's going to be out of bounds for another throw-in. Waiting for the throw-in.
Really windy day, isn't it, today, huh?
Yes. Like, the ball can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And Friends going to have to kick it, throw it in. St. Paul's gets it. Friends kicks it up. Friends gets it back. Tyler gets it. Tyler passes it to Wes. Wes just kicks it up. And the Friends goalkeeper is going to kick it, and the St. Paul's guy tries defending it but misses, but then St. Paul's recovers, but then Friends gets it back. They're going to keep driving, and Gabriel stops them. What have you been thinking so far, CJ?
Pretty good play.
Yep.
Good play, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And Friends is just going to kick it up, and it's back And that's going to be out of bounds on a Friends guy. Waiting for the throw-in.
Do you think maybe the weather might be having any influence in all these passes right now? If they're going like really out of bounds?
Yes. I definitely think that because it is super windy, especially sometimes.
Yeah.
The ball will just go to the right or to the left. But that's going to be out of bounds, and Friends going to get a throw-in. Friends throws it in, and that's going to be back out of bounds.
Mason, what do we think now?
What have you been thinking so far, CJ?
I really think just the wind is really affecting all this because you hit the ball straight, then the wind starts blowing with massive gusts, going like 5 feet in other directions. Crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
No.
And that's going to be thrown in for... And that's going to be back out of bounds. And that's going to be a goal kick for Friends. What have you been thinking so far? Or, like, do you think something has an impact on this game?
I mean, I've literally said it like the past 5 times. The wind, bro. The wind the wind's basically the biggest factor in this whole game, really.
Yeah, definitely. But let's see what Friends or St. Paul's can do. Who do you think is going to win this?
Obviously, St. Paul's. Obviously, we have a really good roster. We've definitely been training and practicing a lot more, so I feel like we're definitely going to win.
Yeah, I definitely agree as St. Paul's going to get it. Gabriel gets it, kicks it upfield. St. Friends defender gets it. Tyler kicks it up. Grayson gets it. As that's going to be stolen by Friends defender. Oh my, that's a perfect lead, but St. Paul's goalkeeper going to get to it. What have you been thinking or anything what you want to say?
Yeah, I noticed Dylan on that pass play, and even right now, he's always wide open. I don't know why we're not passing it to him as much, because he could easily score a goal.
Yeah. Remember that one time where he passed to Wes and it just barely clipped over the goal?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was a pretty good play.
That was just after the first half.
Yeah.
As the wind is picking back up again.
Yeah.
As it's going to be a corner. Yeah. St. Paul's gets it. Passes it. And Gabriel going to get it. St. Paul's. West trying to get it. But Friends gets it. Philippe trying to get it. Doesn't. Philippe still on him. Will he be able to beat it? Yes, but St. Paul's definitely blocks that to get it back. And Philippe gonna get it. Philippe. Now St. Paul's gets it. Tyler tries kicking it up. My fault. Friends gonna try getting it, and that's stopped by St. Paul's defender, and the goalkeeper is just going to pick it up. The goalkeeper kicks it up. A good kick. Friend gets it, though. And Gabriel going to get a big kick to kick it up. And St. Paul's, it's going to be in their territory, but they're going to get it. What have you been thinking so far, CJ?
Definitely think our defense has been pretty close defense. We still haven't been able to get the ball back on our side. But I'm hoping we can do that.
Yeah, definitely. As we still have 16 minutes left. And it's 1-1. Let's see what Friends can do on this throw-in. He misses a wide open throw-in, but St. Paul's gets it. Friend gets it back. This Friends guy is trying to juke like 5 defenders, and he doesn't do it. That's going to be a throw-in for St. Paul's. Wait. Yes. For St. Paul's. What have you been thinking so far, CJ?
Ben going back to back. We definitely need to get the ball back on the enemy side. We need to score a goal right now. That'll definitely lift all everybody's spirits.
Yes, definitely. Wes going to try defending, but he can't get it. And then that bounces off of St. Paul's guy and doesn't get it. Oh, my goodness. Friends, it's a 1v1. St. Paul's goalkeeper is going to get it. That saved a goal. They're going to try getting it. As Friends just going to try driving up the field. And Friends is going to keep going. St. Paul's trying to stop them. They do, but it gets back to Friends. Friends kicks it up. The goalkeeper comes out of the goal to just kick it away. That's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for Friends. What have you been thinking, CJ, or something you have to say?
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking on the play where the goalie had to throw in the ball. If he threw it just a little bit harder, then Dylan would have definitely grabbed the ball. He would have had a wide open field to just go right down and score a goal.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. As Wes is going to try getting it upfield. He does. It's a foot race to the ball. St. Paul's is going to get it. Will he get it in? Oh, my God. It barely misses. Oh, my God. What did you think of that shot, CJ?
It's crazy, man.
Totally thought that was going in.
It literally looked like it was just like centimeters away from going in. It was so close.
To be honest, I thought it went in, but then I thought it hit the crossbar, and then it just went out. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
As Philippe is going to try getting it up. Philippe going, driving. Philippe, I think that's out on Friends. That's going to be a corner for St. Paul's, and Tyler Pietraszki is going to take it. What have you been thinking, CJ?
I kind of thought that was going to be a quarter on Friends, to be honest, for one kick, but guess proved me wrong, and it's actually better for us then, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Tyler kicks it up. St. Paul's gets it. So that's going to be a shot. But saved by the Friends goalkeeper. What did you think of that, CJ?
Pretty good play. They were definitely having some nice passing it extremely close to the other defenders. Weaving the ball in between. I feel like if he could kick the ball up like a tad bit higher, it would have gone perfectly in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. Tyler kicks it up, gets it. Grayson gets it, trying to drive west and just spins out a defender, gets it back, passes it to Philippe. Philippe gonna get it. He's gonna slip and shoot. Oh my God. As he misses the freaking ball, and that could have been a one-on-one, but he missed the ball.
Yeah. Crazy play, like extremely crazy play. I genuinely thought Giorgio would have just ran right up, got in the ball, maybe did a fake out, went back a little bit and just hit into the other side. There's no way that the goalie would be able to dive across the whole goal to grab it. Would have been a beautiful play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see what St. Paul's or Friends can do. Philippe on St. Paul's gets it. Ricochets off Friends but gets it back. Tyler gonna shoot into the Friends goalkeeper's hand. As Tyler has had so many shots and almost made them, but it's just saved. This Friends goalkeeper is very good.
Yeah, definitely.
What have you been thinking?
I mean, exactly what you've been saying. Friends goalkeeper really good. Like he's just okay. He knows It's like he knows exactly what's gonna happen before it even happens. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought that was an intentional pass to the goalkeeper, but it was not. But apparently, St. Paul's gonna try driving, going. Tyler defends it. Is trying to. As Friends is going to try getting it up. That's going to be stopped by St. Paul's. Then Friends gets it. And then Friends gets it back. And they're going to keep going. And Philippe gets it. Philippe going up, passes it to Tyler. Come on, Tyler, get it in there. But Friends stops him. Friends driving up the field. He jukes Gabriel, but Gabriel gets it, kicks it up. But Friends gets it back. And then Tyler is going to get it. Kicks it up straight to Friends. Wes is going to get there. And he's going to kick it up. Kicking it. Going. Oh, my God. He just can't get to the ball. And the goalkeeper gets to the ball before the St. Paul's offender gets to it. What do you think of that?
Crazy play. Once again, that goalkeeper, he genuinely must have already known what would happen in the game, because there's no way he can just get out there, safely secure the ball without anybody grabbing him, because if anybody grabbed that ball, then it would have been an easy goal. This is crazy.
Yeah, definitely. He's like Houdini predicting the future.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper magician. As Friends gonna get it. As that's offsides. Passes it to Philippe. To Tyler. All the way up. Going. Can he get it? It's a one-on-one. It's a shot. Oh my God. It's a shot and into the hand of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just stands there because he knows where it's going to go. What did you think about that, CJ?
That's just crazy, bro. Literally crazy. The goalkeeper just stood there because he knew that Georgia would have just kicked the ball straight towards him. That was just crazy.
Yeah. And Giorgio tries getting it, but can't. As they're going to get it. Tyler trying to defend it. Oh, my God, that's perfectly placed. But St. Paul's beats him to it. But Friends gets it back. And then St. Paul's going to get it. Dumps it off to Tyler. And Tyler just has open field until he finally meets someone. Perfectly placed. Oh, my God. Go, St. Paul's. Oh, my God.
Into the goalie's hands.
He needs to kick it high. It's into the goalie's hands. What did you think of that, CJ?
It's crazy, man. Just crazy. I even remember actually playing lacrosse here. I remember my coaches always saying to shoot the ball down, but now we need to just kick the ball up high. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. As that's going to be a corner. Do you have anything else to say?
Just once again, that goalie must have already predicted the future before this happening. There's no way he can just stay. He knows exactly that the ball is going to go straight towards him. It's just crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see what they can do. As it's going to be a corner by Tyler. Oh, my God. Tyler's just Houdini off the crossbar. And the goalkeeper gets it off the crossbar. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. What did you think of that, CJ?
Crazy play. How did nobody just like jump up and head it into there? Like everybody was right there. It would have been so easy to just score. To just grab that ball and just.
They headed it, went down on the ground, kicks it, and hits the crossbar. As that's going to be a. What? A throw in for St. Paul's. Let's see what they can do here. See? No, it's a throw in for Friends. Friends throws it in as St. Paul's going to get it. Beats him to it. Kicks it back up to Friends. A guy trips. Kicks it back. Heads it. Gabriel kicks it. Why are they running? They're running the wrong way, trying to get out of this mess. Gabriel kicks it up. Straight to Friends defender. Back to Wes. Amazing player that we've been talking about. As Wes going to try. Yep. Another guy we've been talking about. Tyler. Tyler. Wide open. Can he get it? Can he get it in? Goal! St. Paul's. Tyler Piotrowski. A goal. And he kicks the corner flag. What have you been thinking so far, CJ? What about that goal?
Crazy goal. Tyler just took it all the way from the house, from like almost midfield, straight to the house. Bang, winning. Everybody celebrated. Everybody knew. Everybody was hyped about that.
Remember this. St. Paul's was down 1-0, and now they're winning 2-1.
Crazy. It's crazy. Maybe my prediction might actually be a little wrong. Maybe we score another goal, and they don't score any.
Yeah, maybe. Or we just score this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we are. Kicks it in. Oh my, St. Paul's gets it. St. Paul's driving. Maybe your prediction is right, dude. Philippe kicks it straight to Tyler again. That's a hand. Handball. That's a handball. That is a handball. Wait, is it? They did not even call it.
Oh my God.
How did they not call that? Hold up. Oh, how did they not call that? Okay, whatever. But St. Paul's still gets it anyways, but whatever. That might have gone in. That one where he handed it.
In the goal.
Goal kick. A goal throw in. Goal kick. Kicks it in to number 42 on Friends. Just kicks it out. And that's going to be a throw in for St. Paul's. What have you been thinking, CJ?
I can't believe that the ref didn't call that as a hand. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely. Wes going. Passes it to Tyler. Oh, my God. What a save by the goalkeeper. Wes is tying his shoe after that. CJ, what did you think of that save?
Crazy save by the goal. Like, absolutely crazy save.
Yeah, insanely good
Yeah.
save. St. Paul's corner by Tyler. Tyler has been a all-star this game. Pass it in to Wes. Wes going to pass it to Tyler again to redo the corner. And that's going to be St. Paul's. Friends off St. Paul's. St. Paul's. And Tyler gets it. And the Friends is going to get it. St. Paul's is going to get it back. And St. Paul's is going to getting it, as Gabriel is going to do a throw-in for St. Paul's. What have you been thinking so far, CJ?
Crazy, just phenomenal. I thought we were going to get the ball and it was just like it was just passing back from France to St. Paul's, France to St. Paul's. I thought we were at least Spot's gonna kick it up over their heads and just knock it in, but fortunately that didn't happen.
Yeah, definitely, as Gabriel is going to throw it in. And to Wes. Wes going, driving, gets past 5 defenders, and sidestep one and can't get past that last one. Oh my God, a shot right over the goal. Oh my God. There could have been so many more goals and just haven't been. 20 seconds left on the game. What have you been thinking, CJ?
I mean, we could have gotten at least like 10 more goals if we just kept the ball down. That's really been like the biggest thing in the game.
Yep. As that's going to be the game over. And that's a good game. And that's going to be a win for St. Paul's. Again, I'm Graham McLaughlin alongside CJ Arroyo. Thank you for watching. This has been a St. Paul Sports Network production.